Okay, hey everybody. Today we're doing something a little different. It's Star Wars Celebration right now. We love Star Wars more than many things. I myself am a big fan of all things Star Wars, every part of it, every bit of it. Um, and I'm really excited to watch this. So I just want to get into it. I'll do the deep dive after the trailer. But this is the Ahsoka trailer.
Something's coming.
Oh man,
Something dark.
cool location. Ah, the Ahsoka elevator.
I
Classic.
sense it.
Ooh, the red Lucasfilm. That's when shit gets serious. Sabine! Lost cat. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Chopper! Ooh. What's this? This summer. Oh my god, the watchtower.
It's been a while. Things have changed.
She looks so good.
I started hearing whispers.
Mothma.
But
Oh, THRAWN!
as heir to the Empire.
Oh my god, they said it. Is that a thing? Book title. Oh,
We have to prepare for the worst.
where are they? Oh my god.
The Jedi fell a long time ago. There aren't many left.
Ezra! Oh my god, I got chills. No Jedi.
Perhaps it is time to begin.
Oh my god! Nice! Oh my god, I'm getting hot. Oh my god. Man, am I excited for that. Holy shit. Okay, I just need to go through this. For context, I'm a huge fan of Rebels. It's one of my like all-time favorite Star Wars things. I feel like it's so slept on. The people that watch Rebels love Rebels, and then there's a lot of other people that just disregard Rebels, didn't really watch it. It's too childish at the time, whatever. So good. Watch Rebels. Watch Rebels. Oh my god. Okay. So I'm just gonna go through this bit by bit. I have to. So, I mean, this really reminds me of her when she's walking away from the Jedi Temple in Clone Wars, but it's a really cool location. A lot of pillars, giant statues. She could be at any places. These circle imagery, like the Gallifreyan type imagery, really reminds me of the World Between Worlds. That's where I feel like they were at the end there. Um, but we'll go through the red logo. Shit goes down when you have the red logo in Star Wars. I mean, that was the Siege of Mandalore. That's when things get bad, get messy. But they're also my favorite things to watch. So we'll go through here. Oh my God, Sabine. It's so weird. Like good weird, but like just weird seeing them as real people. There goes Guts. Like, I don't know. The long hair is very interesting. I guess she's been here for a while, but it's exciting. Loth cat, love it. Love loth cats. Got my cat right there. So she's definitely staying in Ezra's watchtower. These guys, I don't know who they are. Someone might be able to remind me, but I feel like I've never seen them before. Really cool though. Oh my god. Ghost and the Phantom, like all this stuff in live action are things that I am gonna need to see. Hera in live action, by the way. One of the best Star Wars characters of the modern era, like by far. She's just such a good character. She's so fun to watch. Like her story with Kanan and everything as like the mom of the group of the rebels. Like it's just extremely compelling. If you haven't seen Rebels, please check it out. Um, I love all of Rebels. I know there's also those lists out there of like episodes to watch if you aren't big on animation and you still want to like get the story. It looks like this just feels like a full-on sequel to Rebels in live action, so it's amazing. Chopper, dear God, how many real people in real life is he gonna kill and maim and torture and imprison and murder. I can't wait for it. He's my favorite droid. I really love Rebels. I tried so hard. I caught up on Rebels late. Like it was when like the final season was airing, and I wanted a Chopper figure so badly. I know they made like a Black series, I think, of him, like one, and I missed it. There's not many of him out there, and I'm excited for the show, of course, but I'm also very excited for 2, 3 years from now the Black series figures that come out from this show, and I can actually get a Chopper. Like that's one of my dreams. This guy and this girl, I very like they intrigue me heavily. I thought it was red when I was watching it, but now it's like it's an orange saber, which is like baffling to me. I know we have them in Fallen Order and everything like that, but there's not many times we've had a or any time in like the canon of an orange saber. So it makes me feel like are they I don't know. I mean, it's not Sith or anything like that, but it's are they dark side users that have slightly corrupted lightsabers they found, or is it like manufactured that way, or are they like very old kyber crystals, stuff like that. Um, very intriguing. The fact that there's two of them as well, I really like that. Yeah, this shot is just straight from Rebels. I mean, like you're looking over, like you're on Lothal right here. I mean, this shot I've seen it. I feel like a million times. It's just amazing to see it in real life. I literally have like chills talking about it just now. Just like, ugh. Ahsoka and Sabine, man. It's so weird to see Sabine out of her armor. I hope they don't keep her out for long. I don't recognize any of these people except Mon Mothma. They always like to squeeze in someone that's like really obscure that I don't recognize. They did it in the Siege of Mandalore arc when like Maul was conversing and they squeezed in I forget his name, like the main villain, Paul Bettany from Solo. I always miss him. So I bet there's someone here that I'm missing, but uh, either way, very excited. Good stuff. Oh my god, the man of the hour, Thrawn, live action Thrawn. I I do not know what I'm gonna do when I see him in live action. I know for sure they are getting the same act. I mean, I know they're not pulling all the actors or any of the actors except for Zeb, um, who we saw briefly in The Mandalorian with Steve Bloom, which Zeb has to be in this. If he's not in this, he's going to be in something. There's no way they made that model so expensive, the CGI, the prosthetics, just for a 2 second cameo of a big character like Zeb. I mean, there's no Lasats in live action that I can remember. So I need them to retain everything from Thrawn, from the Rebels version of Thrawn, like personality, voice, writing, like everything, and just put him here, put him in live action. He already looks like him in real life too. I'd be shocked if they don't do it. Um, but it's gonna be crazy. I don't know what they're gonna do. I mean, they talked about Heir to the Empire after this, which is just the name drop of the now like what's the word? Not legacy, but the books that are no longer canon, everything before um, like the Disney era that they haven't chosen to be canon, like Heir to the Empire, the first book of the Thrawn trilogy is crazy. I know they've been building up to things where it's like the Mando verse, which I kind of don't like as a term. I feel like I don't know, it's silly, but like all this Filoni and Favreau stuff with like Mando, Boba, Bad Batch maybe, Ahsoka, Rebels, Thrawn, like all of it kind of converging. I think like Heir to the Empire is a big hint to like Thrawn is gonna be a big player. I know Filoni got announced to be directing a new movie of something like that. So I mean, it'd be crazy to have like live action like Mandalore is back, like the Mandalorians reclaim it. They have like their different tribes and stuff, and it's like the Mandalorians are in live action. We've got Thrawn, Ezra is going to be a big part of it. We don't know how yet. The Rebels, Ahsoka, like the world between worlds, like they could do something really big, and I think they are. And I think it's something that a lot of people wanted from a sequel era, like a post Episode 6 era, which is just like more compelling stories. I like the sequels myself, but I'm a lot more excited for this. to see how it pans out, just with all these characters because they're being developed so well in television. That's why I like television a lot more than movies myself personally, because I you can just tell so much more story and get the characters so much more involved. But goddamn, I can't wait for him. And it just looks very good. This is the lady from Mando. I felt like I recognized her when I first saw the trailer, like just watching it, but I think that's definitely her. Um, Makes sense to flesh her out more. I mean, she was connected to Thrawn. We could have a flashback or something like that to kind of link up the Mando episode and everything. Um, but yeah, interesting to see. This, where are they? They have to be in the world between worlds, right? Like, right? Like they have to be. It's crazy if they're bringing that sort of thing in. I mean, this guy's armor. I know they do. Yeah, close up right here. It's sick. I mean, it looks old. It looks old fashioned. He has like a different sort of hilt with the orange saber. I don't know if they're gonna do something where like I said, he's just another dark side user. I feel like they're not because that's what the Inquisitors pretty much fill in this role right now. And she was fighting an Inquisitor, it seemed like later in the trailer, but I feel like he might be more of like the cloning aspect of like a Force user, a Jedi or something that's cloned, or he could be from a different time period, and they're using the world between worlds to bring in someone like this from the past who is coming in to either like help Thrawn, Thrawn is using them, or to like thwart Thrawn and Ezra. I don't know their motivations. Like they could easily be fighting Ahsoka right now, and they could, come on the same page and do something with it. It's a complete mystery to me. But the like world between worlds is such a big thing to exist in Star Wars, and I feel like we've only scratched the surface of it, which is both good and bad because it can change a lot of things. But I want to see more, and I think this show, like being a sequel to Rebels, pretty much is the way to go. Hera looking amazing, flawless. I cannot wait to see the ship combat. This is just like a Rogue One moment. I mean, it's just I love his like sharp movements. It's gonna be very exciting. Ezra, he will be back. There's no way they cast a full-on actor just stand still on the hologram. Like we know Ezra's coming back. It's just in what capacity is he going to be coming back? How long has it really been for him and Thrawn? Where are we? What does he want to do? What does Thrawn want to do? Um, I can't wait to see. Oh, Sabine. Yeah, that's an Inquisitor. That's an Inquisitor blade. I mean, they're fully dressed. It's red. Um, I'm sure Ahsoka will make short work of them. This reminds me so much of when she jumps down to Mandalore in the Siege of Mandalore. Like she lands like this and does her roll, and then the ship explodes behind her. I love like all the homages to the Clone Wars and everything. Oh my God. Can we talk about I always call him like in my head, I always call him like Dr. Huyang, even though it's just there's no doctor. But I mean he's voiced by David Tennant. His history is he appeared thousands of years ago in a blue box. Like it's Doctor Who. It's oh my God, what a good like pull to bring back. Like it's of course he should be around. He's a droid. He's not going to be hunted in the Purge. He's been around for pretty much every Jedi forever. I mean, he was there training Yoda. I mean, Mace Windu, all the Jedi we saw in the Clone Wars, and thousands of years before them. Like, I would love him to be part of the team, or even not part of the team, like a resource they can access more frequently. Because, I mean, he just has so much knowledge of Jedi and the Force and what they've gone through and what it means, and constructing the lightsabers and everything. We could have him deal with these. If these people are from another time or they're using lightsabers from another age or something like that, he would be the perfect one to say like, oh yeah, back in this time, there was this person who did this or did this, or and they're a clone of them, or they're similar to them, or lightsabers were like this, like just to tie into the world between worlds thing. It's there's a character from Lost who serves a very similar purpose to what I'm describing of like they don't really age to where they exist throughout everything. So like in the flashbacks, he's here. In current time, he's here, and he's like the bridge between things. So I think if we're going into a lot of like the history of the galaxy, um, who better? Who better than to have Doctor Who himself around, and also more David Tennant, one of the best actors ever. Stay tuned for the 60th anniversary reaction. It's coming soon. It's coming your way this November. But dear God, am I excited! Oh man, I'm so excited. This is probably, oh man, I was really excited for Obi-Wan. I liked a lot of Obi-Wan, but it didn't like hit something that I needed. I don't know what I needed, but I really feel like this and the culmination of where this is going to lead to with the Mandalorian and THRAWN and everything is going to hit what I needed. Just as like a fan of Rebels and Clone Wars and Star Wars in general, like, oh man, I'm really excited. So if that's something you want to see, Ahsoka reactions or reactions to Rebels or Clone Wars or Tales of the Jedi, stuff like that, let me know. I'm open to it. I'm going to be watching it regardless. So I would love to capture my reaction and stuff, and especially with the other guys like Andrew or something who like has not seen anything like Rebels or much of Ahsoka, much at all. Um, like I would love to get that perspective. So I hope something like that can happen. But that's it for now. I'm sure that was 10 times longer than the actual trailer was, but I am so excited. Until then, keep watching.